This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 4426 Auckland Avenue, North Hollywood, California, 91602. Today is June 20th, 2022. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located on the right-hand side of the house. We did run our camera from the 2-inch. There was a 2-inch ABS waistline cleanout located on the left-hand side of the house, just outside the kitchen window, and we ran from that area in order to identify this area. So again, this area here was covered up with some sort of a log, these logs here, and so I wasn't able to identify it until we located. So as you can see here, we do have a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout here. This goes out towards the front of our property here, and this goes out towards the rear of our property here. And what we're going to do is we're going to zero out our camera monitor here, and we're just going to go ahead and continue to zero out here, and we're just going to continue to push out, and again attempt to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So again, we're dropping down, and again we do have a little bit of water running in our kitchen area, so it does appear that we transitioned to vitreous clay. But again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out, and just again attempt to push all the way out and get into our city sewer tie-in. It does appear to be vitreous clay, but it could possibly be cast iron. Again, a little hard to tell with the debris and the buildup, but again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, as we push out, it does appear to be what appears to be cast iron sewer pipe. So again, we're dropping down, and got a short section of black ABS pipe here. Again, so we're going to just pull back just a little bit. We're going to mark this area to see where this transition's at. So we're going to continue to pull back just a little bit more and push in just a little bit. Right about here, we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area, and it's just to the right of the front door on the brick pavers. And we did mark it with a red crayon at 2 foot 9 inches deep. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. Again, it does appear to be black ABS sewer pipe. So again, we'll just continue to push out. So we did transition from what appeared to be cast iron sewer pipe to black ABS sewer pipe, again at 2 foot 9 inches deep, just at the front of the house. And again, we marked it with, and coming up on the next joint, we're going to pull back just a little bit, and push in a little bit, and that joint appears to be in fair condition. We'll just push out slowly. It does appear we got a couple fittings here. I'm going to pull back a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. It does appear possibly to be a opening in this area here, so we're just going to locate it. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area here, and it's just in the middle of the yard on the right-hand side in the grass, and approximately maybe 8 feet away from the curb, there is a two-way mainline sewer clean out there. We did mark a flag, put a flag there to identify the area. They did place a bullhorn, so they got a two-way. You got one coming towards the house, one going out towards the street, but they are in the middle of the grass, and you're missing, they're typically up against the house, but these ones here are in the middle of the grass closer to the curb area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And it does appear that we transitioned to vitreous clay in this area. So again, we're just going to pull back just a little bit, see if we can jump up and over this area. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pull back from here. And what we're going to do is just relocate ourselves to the front of the house. I'm going to pop one of them. Just got an offset there in the transition, so making it a little bit difficult to try to push through the waistline and the location we're trying to push from. So we're just going to pull back. So we do have black ABS sewer pipe here at the front of the house. And as we can see, just at the cleanouts in the front yard there, they do transition to vitreous clay. So as we pull back, we're going to transition back into cast iron waistline. And you can see here that this is our cast iron waistline. This is underneath the brick pavers at the front of the house, going through our footing. And then as we continue to pull back, the black ABS, or the cast iron waistline, transitions back into black ABS waistline. And we're going to pull up and out of our clean out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer clean out here at the front of the house. And again, this is going towards our front door. So as you can see, we're a good 20-25 feet away from the front of the property in the middle of the grass. And this goes out towards the front of our property here. Clean the camera lens. Got little cobwebs on our camera lens. So again, this goes out towards the front of our property here. And as you can see here down at the bottom, there's another clean out there, and that's a two-way. That goes back towards the house. So again, we're just going to clean our camera lens and drop down and begin to run out from here. And again, we'll just attempt to get all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. So again, dropping down, and again, dropping down again. And as we drop down, again, as I mentioned, we transition to vitreous clay sewer line pipe and finish just at the bottom of the clean out. And it does appear that we do have some root intrusion in that joint there. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. Well, again, what we'll do is we'll just utilize this water, help us push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. You can see more root intrusion in that joint there. You can see that we do have a fairly large offset in this joint here from about the 5 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 9 o'clock. The full face of that pipe is exposed in that joint. So again, we're just going to go ahead and attempt to pass this point here. And I have to pull back and try to jump this area. And again, we'll just continue to push out. And what we'll do is, again, just continue to push out, push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And then from there, we can pull back and take a good look. So again, we'll just continue to push out. We're going to make a little bit of a turn, and we drop down into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to push into our sewer, rinse our camera lens really good, and okay, again, we're going to shut our water down at the house, and we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And as you can see, we do have water flowing beneath us. That is our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back slowly, take a good look at our saddle. A little bit of offset in the, push in a little bit. A little bit of offset in the saddle there, but nothing major. So we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Again, we're just going to pull back slowly. And again, in this joint too, a little bit of an offset there, but again, nothing major. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. These joints are approximately 4 feet apart. So again, that joint appears to be in fair condition. And again, we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to push in just a little bit. Okay, again, we went ahead and marked this area at 8 foot 0 inches deep, and this is just at the edge of the curb in the swale. So again, we did mark it with the red crown. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. That area there would possibly need to be excavated and repaired. And as we pull back, you can see that we have root intrusion coming in on the 3 o'clock area there in that joint. We'll continue to pull back. And again, another offset in that joint as well. We'll jump the offset there at the top from about the 10 o'clock going around to about the 3 o'clock. And then we continue to pull back. And as we pull back, you can see that we do have more root intrusion in this joint here. So pull back slowly. And again, you can see some roots coming in. Push back in a little bit. And okay, again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And we're transitioning back into our black ABS sewer pipe and coming up towards our clean out. And we're going to come up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.